Welcome to MacMo Academy. So in this video we will discuss real life problems involving time. So let's start with the question. First of all, let's read the question. The first and the foremost important task is to read and understand the question. Many students doesn't read the question and they directly start the question and they start getting confused that what we have to do in this particular question. So a train left a station at 8:35 a.m. and arrived at its destination at 3:12 p.m. How long did the journey take? Now a.m. means it's 8 o'clock in the morning and it's afternoon. So it must be clear in your mind that when the train started the journey and when it has arrived at its destination. So when the train left, what does it mean? It means that this is the departure time of the train. So departure time of the train is 8:35 a.m. and arrived at its destination. Arrived at its destination means this is the arrival time of the train, 3:12 p.m. Now they are asking what is the journey time of the train. Means how long did the train took to take the how much time train the take did the train took to complete the entire journey. Now it's a very simple concept. We will just try to add minutes in the minute section and hours in the hour side to reach at 3:12. So it's 8:35 a.m. if we will add 25 minutes in it. So 25 minutes means 40, 50, 60. So it would become, we would be at 9 o'clock a.m. So I hope this much pretty much clear. When we add 25 minutes in 35 seconds, so the clock would show 9 a.m. So we have added this minute. Then after 9 a.m. I'm adding 6 hours, or if you want to add 3 hours, so you would be at 12:00 p.m. Then again from 12 till 3, these are 3 hours, so I am adding 6 hours in it. So after adding 6 hours I would be at 3:00 p.m. So now I am at 3:00 p.m. Now I want to reach at 3:12, so I have to add 12 minutes in it. So now we will see that how many minutes we have added and how many hours are added. We will add both of them and we will get the journey time. Journey time is the time which the train has took to complete the journey. Departure time is the time when the train leave its station, and arrival time is the time at which the train has arrived at its destination. So how to calculate journey time? We have added 6 hours. So 6 hours, and now add minutes in minutes. So 25 plus 12 is 37 minutes. So this is the journey time of the train. So the train took 6 hours and 35 minutes to complete its journey. Now let's look at another problem. In this problem, what is given and what is unknown. An overnight train left at 21:55. Now first of all, after looking at 21:55, the clock is in 24-hour clock format. In the previous question the clock was in 12-hour clock format, so we kept it in the same format and we find it out the journey time. On a journey that took 9 hours and 18 minutes, it means that journey time is given. So what is given, you can make the data as well. So departure time is given, which is 21:55, and journey time is also given, which is 9 hours and 18 minutes. That the train, given that the train departed on Monday, so this is one more information which is given. So the train was departed on Monday, so we have to write Monday over here. So these are the very important things which is very needs to be noted. Now what is unknown? Find the day and the time at which it arrived at its destination. Now we need to find out arrival time and the day as well. So two things are unknown in this particular question. So departure time is given and departure day is also given, journey time is given. So now let's start the solution. So it's very simple. So the train has took 9 hours and 18 minutes after the departure time. So we can make the chunks of the departure time. If we add 5 minutes in it, so 5 minutes, so we would be at 22:00. After doing this, we would be at 22:00. We have added 5 minutes from 18 minutes. So 18 minus 5 is 13. Now 13 minutes are left. Now we are adding 13 minutes more. So we would be at 22:13. So after adding, now our minutes, all the minutes of the journey time has been consumed. Now we have to add 9 hours. Again, in order to avoid confusion, we are making chunks. When we add 2 hours in 22:13, so we would be at 0013, because 22 plus 2, 23, 24, and instead of 24 we write 00. So 0013. Now from 9 hours, 2 hours has been consumed and we are standing at this time. Now 9 minus 2 is 7 hours are left. So now we are adding 7 hours over here. So we would be at, now add 7 in it, so we would be at 0713. So now we got the value of arrival time. We know when the train has arrived. But what is the day? Now day has been changed to Tuesday. Why it is Tuesday? Because it's 21:55. When the clock has 0000, the day has been changed before 13 minutes over here. When the clock was at 0000, so it's mean that the day has been changed from Monday to Tuesday at this point. And when the train has arrived, the day was Tuesday and the time is 17:30. So now you can give the answer in the statement. The train arrived at its destination. The train arrived at its destination on Tuesday at 0713. So I hope this is very much clear, and this would help you out a lot in understanding the real life problem of time. Now let's understand the third question as well. The car arrived at its town at 15:06. Arrived at a town means arrival time is given in the question, which is 15:06, 15 hour and 06 minutes. After traveling for 1/4 hour. 1/4 hours means we need to convert it into minutes, means 1/4 multiplied by 60. So 4 ones are 4, 4 15s are 60, means 15 minutes. This is we are talking about only 1/4 hour. So it means that 4 hours and 15 minutes. Now let's read it again. After traveling for 4 hour and 1/4 hour, means this is the journey time. So the journey time is given 4 hours and 15 minutes. Now this is very much important, that arrival time is given, which is 15:06. Journey time is given. Find the time the car started the journey, means departure time is unknown over here. So always write in the same manner, because departure from journey then arrival. So keep the format in the same way, because arrival is given, journey time is also given, and we need to find out departure time, that when the car has started the journey. So again we will do the same practice. We will divide the time in the smaller chunks, and we will subtract time from this time, and we will go in the backward direction to reach at the departure time. So let's start this practice. So we need to make chunks of the minutes first. It's up to you. If you want to subtract hours first, it's also up to you. So if we subtract 4 hours minus 4 hours, so we would be at, so 15 minus 4 is 11, so we would be at 11:06. Keep this thing in your mind that we have not disturbed minutes yet. So it means that we have consumed all the hours. Now we need to subtract minutes. So if we subtract 6 minutes, so we would be at 11:00. Now 6 minutes has been subtracted from 15, which means that 9 minutes are left. Now we will subtract 9 minutes as well. So after subtracting 9 minutes from 11:00, so we would be at 51 after subtracting 9 minutes, and hours would be 10:51. So the departure time would be 10:51. The car started the journey, therefore the car started the journey at 10:51. So this is all about these questions of problem involving time in real life scenario. So if you would like and share our YouTube content in your friends and family, it would be pleasure for us. Do not forget to support us by doing these type of gestures, by commenting, by liking the videos, and by sharing our content in your family, friends, and other circles, in your colleagues. So please do not forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you for your support.